All right, to watch this video for Tuesday, October 9th. As many of you know in chat, I'm only working the mornings probably for the next couple weeks. It's total chaos here at my house, but I'm still managing to work the mornings, and really that's my favorite time to trade anyway. All last week pretty much did that, and I'll be doing it again all this week and probably all next week. But still, some really, really nice trades. Real quick before I go into the watch list, if you weren't in chat today, I called IGC. Literally, at the open, these are 5-minute candles. At the open, it opened at 4.99, went down to 4.79, and then started back up, and I called it long through 5. And you can see what happened. Over the course of 20-25 minutes, it went to 5.93. Worst case risk was 15 cents, never came close to stopping out. Now, if you didn't sell like we teach into strength and you ended up selling down here for a loss, that's on you, not me. Anyway, and then a strong close, so maybe worth watching tomorrow, but I don't have it on the watch list. In after hours, it's trading at 6.15, so I don't have it on the overnight list, but you might want to watch it tomorrow. It's a pretty strong day. And another one I'm really proud of was EARS, and hats off to Al. This was already my favorite chart coming into today. Let me take today's candle out of it again for those that weren't in chat. You had the big pop here, this really nice flag. So I love this over the half. If you saw the video last night, you knew I like this over 50 cents. Let's go back to 2-minute candles. And then, like a couple minutes into the session, Al posted news that I think was released right before the bell, and it was an upgrade for this thing from some house that gave it a 250 price target. Now, it doesn't mean I think it's going to 250, but here's what I've got. I've got a chart that I love. Here's the opening 2-minute candle. It topped out at 50 cents. You already know from the video last night, I love this on the daily chart over 50 cents. Then, about 3 or 4 minutes in, Al posts that headline, and you can see it's coming back down here on lighter volume. There's a big seller on the tape at 50. So for like 10 different reasons, this was beautiful over the half, including the news board, the upgrade. I love that because it gives people a reason to buy, right? It's not just chart based. Anyway, so called it through that seller at the half, and look what happened. This thing ended up going up from the 50 cents to 80, almost 85 cents. Huge move. Ended up settling in at 65 cents. So this one actually is on the list again for tomorrow, maybe a red to green, something like that. But that made my morning, right? So I didn't really need to work the afternoon. AGRX, I actually wish this would have closed stronger. I did mention this one in chat when it was, I don't know, 50 cents, 49 cents maybe. Somebody actually brought it to my attention. Can't remember who now, so my apologies. So this is kind of a handsome daily chart. Anyway, it ended up closing well off its highs, but I do want to watch it tomorrow. I already talked about ears. ATRS is still flagging. And I talked about this in the video last night. Popping, a big pop, about 5 days ago, and then flagging. It's still in that flag pattern, so I'm going to watch it. No trades in it today. PEIX, a very big move on very, very big volume. And we'll see if we get a follow through in that one tomorrow. GEVO, both of these popped today on a news blurb, by the way. If I zoom in a little bit, you can see GEVO is kind of in this long sideways pattern. I do like the volume today. We'll see if we get a continuation set up in that one tomorrow. TROV, let me pan out a little bit now to get a better view here. TROV was on watch coming into today. It had that big move to $1.07. Now we've got an inside, kind of a quiet red day inside of yesterday's candle. Lower volume. So sometimes you get a big pop, then a quiet red day on lower volume, and then the third day another rip. So that's the sole thing I'm looking for in TROV. We'll see if it gives us a setup. NBEV, it's an in-play stock. It's certainly getting a lot of attention lately. You got 3 red days in a row, 3 days in a row where it closed below its open, but you had this huge move back here. Then it put in a lower high here, and you can kind of picture that. You know what? I can maybe even quickly draw some lines here. You can kind of picture the range it's in. Let's go horizontal lines, right? So there and there. It's basically, and over the last 6 or 7 days, it's basically in a range, right? And it has worked its way down over the last few days near the bottom of the range. So I do kind of like this as a potential bounce play for tomorrow because it's an in-play stock. It's had a lot of good news and is back down near support. So that's why this one's on watch. It has certainly felt heavy watching it trade the last few days, but is being down at support now enough for a bounce? We'll see tomorrow, right? CRBP was on bounce watch today. No setups in it, but I love it tomorrow. Another, you've got, what, 4 days in a row where it's red. It's kind of finding some buyers down here at the 20-day. It topped out today where it opened at 7, so really love it over $7 tomorrow, but there might be another setup that's even better, on an intraday basis, so we'll see. That's a CRBP, TEAM. Let me pan out a little bit here. So TEAM gapped up back here and topped out right around 80 bucks. Came down, kind of cup and handle, and then broke through 80. So 80 was old resistance. And now after 6 days in a row down into that area, it may become support. You know, former resistance can become support. It's oversold in the short term. So this one's on bounce watch. VTVT, recent high flyer, definitely an in-play stock. Kind of found equilibrium today, right? It had 2 huge days, then a kind of an intraday reversal, then a red day on a gap down, then a gap up and a red day. So it's hard to tell. Like, nobody's winning here, but today it ended up settling right at the 200-day and a pretty narrow range. So if I get a decent setup in this one tomorrow, I like it as a potential long. MNGA did bounce today. We had this on bounce watch, and now you've kind of got a 2-day high right around 39 cents. Did have a strong close. If I switch to 5-minute candles, you see that most of the strength came at the very close there, 15 minutes into the close. So definitely want to watch that one for a continuation of that bounce tomorrow. A couple more. AMMA, don't love this one because today it only traded 1.34 million, but you did have this pop. Inside day on lower volume. We're looking for that 3rd day play on that one again too. And then lastly, VTGN did bounce today and closed fairly strong. So I'll watch for a continuation of that bounce tomorrow. Great teamwork in chat. I'm going to leave it at that. Enjoy your evening, and we'll see everybody tomorrow.